All right, be honest, is that overkill?
It was great.
Love that
I was
video.
like, I want to go.
All right, welcome everybody to another edition of Tarotnormal Investigation. And I'm really excited about this one tonight, and I'll go into it in a moment, but I want to welcome my guests. We have Carolyn and Peter Booker. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, this is going to be fun. And then we have the co-host, Ramón.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be back.
I'm excited.
Last time was such a great experience that I'm honored to be here again.
Yeah, definitely. So for those of you who don't know what Tarotnormal Investigation is, it's simple. It's investigating the paranormal with the use of tarot cards. But not only tarot, we have our psychic mediumship. We have Carolyn and Peter Booker. We have pendulums. We have cards. And it's investigating some paranormal activities. And I don't know, this might be my 18th show. Wow. I think. Yeah.
18.
So last month I had Ramón on, and we investigated his home, and that was really fascinating. You want to tell us a little bit, Ramón, about what went on?
Yeah.
For those newbies.
Yeah. So on the last show, we were going over some activity that we have here in the house, which I believe it's a child, the spirit of a child and a mother. Frequently here in my house, different times of the day, different moments of the year, very often I hear the sound of a child running, like the footsteps. And I say it's a child because of the boom 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 between the sound between each one of them are very short, so it sounds like a toddler that's running. Other incidents in which I've seen shadows of what seems to be a pregnant woman, and we were going over the details of these different activities that's happened. We share a little bit of other paranormal experiences that I had throughout my life, some family stories, etc. And a little bit about the house, the history of the house, the location. After that, I discovered that this house is actually in the middle of 3 cemeteries. I thought it was one that I see 2 blocks away from my house, but right after the show, I went with my partner walking around. I've been living in this house for 4 years, and we went to walk to a park that we've never been. And we went all around the park, and we discovered other cemeteries that are in this location. Yeah, including a Jewish cemetery. It's a beautiful, very beautiful cemetery. And, I think there's a relationship with the location and these activities.
That actually came out in one of my cards, the cemetery and the souls coming up to. So it was fascinating. Yeah. So, of course, since Ramón had so much fun, I invited him to be my co-host for Tarotnormal Investigation moving forward. So,
yes.
I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. And then Carolyn Peter Booker, not everyone in my chat knows of you. Can you tell us a little bit about your exciting paranormal interests?
We met in London, and in the UK we were part of a group called Haunted Britain. We were some of the co-founders of that, and Carolyn has been psychic all her life. I like to refer to myself as the battery pack, so I sort of help her out and
love it.
For an extra boost when she needs it. And it's been a couple of occasions when I've got her out of some nasty scrapes with some pretty angry spirits.
Oh, wow.
Carolyn, been done TV work, radio in the UK. There was a book that came out from HBI as well. And we do investigations there. Quite often, because of Carolyn, is because as soon as they know you're open, they come flying in.
Hmm.
All this week with Carolyn, and she'll mention more about that later. We came over to the States here to Virginia and continued the good work here. And Carolyn in particular has been called in to investigate places, but also move spirits on. Been involved with portals. Yes, it's been very interesting. Never a dull moment. There's always somebody pops in here saying hello, or we'll be sitting watching the TV, and she'll say, "Did you see that?" Somebody just pop around, put the head around the door there. And we get walkthroughs, and often she'll say who it is, what it is, yeah, there's never a dull moment. So we're happy to be here, and thank you for inviting us.
Thank you so much. So let me introduce. So I met Susan. I have a special needs son, and she is the caregiver driver. And sometimes you can just tell who you can say things to, and not everybody believes in the paranormal and think you're a little loopy. And the subject came up one day, and she told me she owned a home in New Hampshire that has a lot of activity. So I said, I've been needing to do some more shows, so will you be on? And she gladly accepted. So, and after our show last time with Ramón, I'm like, Ramón, would you like to investigate this with me? And because of the activity I've been told about, I just had to invite Carolyn and Peter Booker as well. So I'm going to bring about Susan and Susanna. And there they are. Hello.
Two of us. I can't get it. There we are.
Okay. So on the screen, to our left is Susanna. To the right is Susan, my son's caregiver driver. So welcome, ladies. Welcome.
Thank you.
So little by little, Susan started telling me about her stories. So I think we'll just start by Susan. Let me tell everybody how you came upon the house and how things started developing.
I purchased a house with property in 2001, and this was the adjoining property that went up for sale in 2006. So I purchased it. It had tenants at the time, and I knew at the time that there had been reports of activity, but I wasn't in the house. I didn't spend a lot of time in the house, didn't know anything. But over the years, tenants would report to me activities that were going on, or would say, there are spirits here, it's inhabited, So I believed that was true, because so many, and I didn't start that. It came from the tenants after they'd been living here. And then at some point, I decided it was important to tell tenants coming in that it had spirits in it, because some people actually believed and had interactions. I did a deed search a number of years ago, and we were able to take it back to 1690 when it was purchased originally with King's Gold. And from that point forward, a house was built. It's been slightly modified. At one point, it became a school. The front kitchen was added, and then a side porch was added. But the original building was one very small little cape, basically. And so this is the house. It has land associated with it. This was the original property for all of the surrounding 50, 60, 70 acres. And it has been parceled out over the years.
And you said it was built in 1690s, correct?
Approximately. As far as we can tell.
And purchased with King's Gold. I love that story right there.
Yeah, King's Gold.
Yeah.
I didn't use King's Gold though. I had to use a mortgage in US dollars.
Right. So just real quick, people in chat were asking about Hiraeth. I chose that name. I saw it on YouTube searching for a hook. I saw that and what is this? And it's Welsh for a longing for, or the absence of, or even oppression. And I chose that because Susan has told me that these spirits in her house say that it's their house, not hers. Is that correct, Susan?
You answer.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yes.
what Susanna says.
Yes.
That's what they relate to her.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They actually see her more as the
Boss.
the boss.
The
more
boss.
instead of they own it more,
Yeah.
I'm just in charge
Yeah,
of
she's
what
in charge.
happens to
They
it.
see her like the
They
boss.
own it, I guess.
Yeah.
Feel.
And then you told me it used to be called the Pink House, or known as
Always,
the Pink
it's
House.
always been known as the Pink House. And for a couple hundred years, it was pink, a light pink, but pink.
Right. Uh-huh.
And when we changed the color, or when we would give directions and use an address, people didn't know what we were talking about. And as soon as I would say the Pink House, oh, I know where that is. So it's been the Pink House for 100 years.
Right.
Not
So
pink anymore.
I just didn't think the Pink House sounded very scary, so I chose the word Hiraeth.
The Pink House doesn't sound scary, but the Pink House can be scary.
Oh, all right. So perfect. So before we start, and I meant to ask Carolyn and Peter, so I always like to do an invocation before we start anything, because this is for entertainment purposes only, but I don't play. I don't want to play. So I always call in protection. And I didn't know if you have a invocation that you use that you might want to share.
Well, we've already done some prayers ourselves, including the St. Michael's prayer, which I could do now for you if you'd
I
like.
would love that.
Of course. Saint Michael, the Archangel, defend us in the day of battle. Be our safeguard against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the divine power of God, cast into hell Satan and all other evil spirits who roam throughout the world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen.
Amen. I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, as I said, it's for entertainment purposes only, but we don't know what energies are around, and I always call in that white light of protection. So thank you so much for doing that, Peter.
Yep.
You got
Joyce,
your rose?
Carrie.
I have a little bit of it. It was gifted to me by Nancy. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is, now that we brought in protection, I think that, ladies, if you're ready, we can go outside.
Okay.
So take us on a journey. I've asked to go outside because I'd love everybody, since this is live, we're doing this live, everyone. This is a new thing for me. And so we may or may not lose reception. So, so is that the stone area?
That's the stone. Yes.
Okay, and I'll talk about that in a moment.
It's
So the
quite large.
reason why I'm having them go outside, not just to show us the home and the property, is there's activity outside. So I'll let them talk about that for a few minutes. So what we're going to do is just do a little walkabout and get the overall energies, the lay of the land, so to speak. And then I'll have you I'll ask you a couple questions, and we'll just I'll let us know. I'll let us know when to start pulling cards, or at any time, Carolyn, if you're picking up something, please.
Okay, so we're just walking around the outside of the house.
Right. Okay. Is that where the old apple tree was?
This is where the apple tree was. In that corner.
So briefly tell us why that apple tree was significant.
Somebody had a dream and had said that someone had been hung from a tree. And
Carolyn's having breathing.
As soon as you walked outside, I saw Carolyn. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And she had felt the same thing. The girl that
the spirit of the body is in the tree.
Okay.
Now, the tree had to be removed because it died and was falling.
Mm-hmm.
So when this story was relayed to me, it was relayed with, but there is no tree there. So, but there used to be a tree there.
The body is still.
So, Sue, I don't know if you can see that Carolyn immediately picked up
Carolyn,
what? You want to tell us real quick?
Me or
Yes.
Sue? My throat just started closing up. Like
As soon as you walked outside.
as soon as you walked out, it started closing up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's getting better, but
yeah.
The spirit of the deceased went into the tree. Even though the tree's not there, the spirit is still there.
Still there.
Okay. So do we want to pull I'm sorry, did you have more to say, Carolyn?
Well, the body is still there.
Is it very close?
Well, it's buried by the tree. That's why if you bury a body near a tree, the spirit will go through the roots and into the tree.
So Carolyn, may I ask if is it possible they planted another tree in its place?
Yes.
Will the spirit come through? Okay. All right. So so do we want to pull a card real quick and ask about the spirit that's the spirit that is within? Yeah. The spirit within. So I just want to give an overall energy here.
You know what? as we were looking at the tree, I was pulling from one of the oracle cards that I'm using today, just Oracle of Oddities from Clear Goodchild, and I pulled 3 cards, and one of them, this is the first one that came up, sorrow, and I was inquiring about the energy surrounding the tree. Second one, and then it's interesting that before you mentioned that someone was hung, like this one as well, breath.
Wow. Wow.
And
My
the
pendulum
third
is
one,
crazy.
yeah. Third one is opposition. So there is a really dark and sad energy surrounding that tree, you know, and the area, you know, and definitely it was due to a situation, some type of conflict that led to the outcome of this. But you know, the energy is it's a heavy energy. It's a heavy dark energy. And interesting that before you even mentioned that it was a person hung, I got this one as well related to that one.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to segue off of that conflict because I'm wondering if anybody can pick up that it was over money or resources.
over. I'm sorry.
If
Minor
that's the
resources.
reason, yeah, if that's the reason why this person was hung,
It was over a rape.
right?
It's over a rape.
Somewhat.
Hmm.
So an
that again.
over act of violence. I don't know if we can say
Taking what
that word.
didn't
Can we say
belong to
I
him.
don't know if we can say that word on
Mhm.
YouTube.
So I pulled a card and I got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. I'm using the Ghost Tarot.
Yeah.
Ten of Pentacles reverse. And you know, this is Mercury and Virgo, and it's about the reverse. It's the dark side of wealth. It's some
Right.
type of financial
Hmm.
conflict, you know, some type of instability, some type of loss. And you know, I guess it could be associated with, you know, the situation of rape, but what I'm picking, it's some type of uh debt, unpaid debt, sometimes something related to finances.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
This,
also, as we know, you know, that the Ten of Pentacles as well is related to family union,
Hmm.
uh, coherence of the nucleus of the family. But you know, also in reverse, it's definitely the opposite.
Right. Well, unpaid debt really makes sense when I pull this card here, because this is a balance, and somebody taking what's not theirs. I got the death card for sure, and I got this Seven of Pentacles, which is the tree, and but somebody mourned the death of this person, and but this could also be the Susan, planting a new tree hoping to bear fruit, but keep in mind, as Carolyn said, that the energy of the one who was hung may grow into with this tree as well.
Okay.
Um,
this,
so
Not trying
Can
to
we
get rid of.
this unfinished debt.
mhm.
This is someone who owed
Money.
to a group of people, and it was like the last straw when they took from her.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Since you won't give me money, I will take your daughter, kind of thing, right?
Well, no, the one that owed the money didn't.
The what she with
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
got that back
understanding
there.
is the the rape was maybe the catalyst of other things, including unpaid debt.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
So,
It's the
okay.
last
was it-
straw.
It was the last straw. That was it.
Mhm.
So it was the person with the unpaid debt who was hung.
Hmm.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
the person
The person who owed
owed
the
Yeah.
money.
the
Yeah.
money.
Mhm. Now, in your experience, Carolyn and Peter, is there a way that, because they just planted a tree?
No, it's actually, I think it's a butterfly bush. Actually,
Oh,
it's a raspberry bush. So there
And
is going
strawberries.
and strawberries. So there's going to be fruit.
It's gonna be fruit.
raspberry, interesting thorns. And,
And
but is
fruit.
there something they could do to bless that area so that to contain or dissipate the negative
Yes.
energy?
Yeah, they can. North, south, east, and west. Sprinkle tobacco to the spirits of the indigenous people that lived on the land to protect the land.
I was going to ask if you had the feeling of indigenous, and I forgot to say it because my image for me looked like a Native American woman. So tobacco. I'm going to write this down in case I can give it to them. So in the directions north, south, east, west.
Mm-hmm. You sprinkle tobacco,
Okay.
and you say it's a gift, and an honor to Gaia, to
Mhm.
Mother Earth, and to the indigenous people,
Okay.
Right. Beautiful.
to protect what is theirs.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Now, Susan, if you could take them to this stone that caught my attention. So
This-
Susan was showing me some images of her home, and
Most-
I just kept saying, "What's that?" There's something about. She says, "Just a rock." It's just so, like, no, there's something about this stone.
Mhm.
I want to go near this stone. And we had Susanna on the phone, and Susanna had said, "It's funny that you just mentioned this stone. Just last night." Is Susanna there? She want to tell the story?
Hang on one second.
Where'd she go? She may pop out and come back in again. So, but this stone,
Okay, so
okay.
which story?
Okay, Susanna,
The light
can you hear me,
from
Susanna?
it was an orb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Okay.
Can you hear
So
us?
an orb, okay, an orb came out of the stone the night before I asked about it.
Yes, and it went to the front door.
Oh my gosh.
Which is over there and is not used.
So that door isn't used
That's the
nowadays.
original floor.
It may have been, was that the
Oh.
original?
Yes, that was the original.
Okay. I swear I see an angel back there. What is that? Oh, it's another stone, but there's something coming out of that stone. Are my eyes playing tricks on me?
Is it a house back there at the back?
Yes, there are other
Oh,
houses.
okay. There we go. Never mind. I'm like, I swear. Okay. Anything
It
about
looked
this
like
stone?
a row of hooded people.
Right. Okay. How fascinating. All right. So I would like to pull cards, and Carolyn, Peter, use your magic about the large stone that the orb came out of.
It's ceremonial.
It was a ceremonial.
It's been used in various
Mhm.
ceremonies, good and not so good.
I've heard that before.
Yes, that we have heard before.
Okay. Perfect.
Not so good as part of it. Yes.
Not so good. Okay.
Yes, my pendulum is saying yes, not so good. Okay.
My cards are flying everywhere.
So I pulled 3 cards, and the first card I got was the Nine of Pentacles reverse, and the imagery on this one is a couple. This is the regular image, the upright, but I got it reverse. And this card is reverse. Upright is fulfillment, happiness, but reverse, it's unhappiness, it's misery, is lack of fulfillment in general. I got that one. I got this one as well, the 3 of Swords. This one upright. And, we know that the 3 of Swords is about unhappiness, heartache, sorrow. And I got as well the Fool reversed. So it seems to me that, you were talking that good things happen, but not so good as well. I
Yes.
believe that there's some energy related with possibly a couple in that sense, because the first two cards especially, it's related to something that happened to two people who were in a relationship. From many things that could have happened, maybe this one was one of the most impactful one, that that there's a heavy energy impregnated in related to the stone.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I need to take a sip.
Okay. He had a mistress.
What?
Mistress.
He had a mistress?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they all at that time?
Well, I don't know. But she and her friends would perform magic on that stone to try to bring back in
Yeah.
and
That's,
to control him.
Wow. Well, I had gotten that this stone was a gift from Mother Gaia, and I got this. She's very, very disappointed at her gift was being misused and create a lot of. I think too, because of its misuse, it almost created a curse in a sense. On the money, on monies. That's what I'm getting from here, but I also got this gift was meant for a portal, messages, connecting with Gaia. So it was meant for beautiful ceremonies and moon rituals and such. And then here comes that fiery woman Carolyn was talking about, sorceress type, of course, in indigenous equivalents, misuse of the stone. So we may even want to possibly do the same sort of a ritual for the stone as you do for the tree.
would we use the same tobacco or something else?
You can, and holy water.
Okay.
You want to put holy water on it, blessed water. Florida water is very good for that.
What water?
Florida is called Florida water.
Okay.
Yes,
Florida
I use
water,
it.
yeah.
Florida
Yeah.
water, I use it. It smells
Yeah,
very
it's
good
very,
too.
very good. I would use that. And I would walk around it, blessing it I'd have sage with me. And
Absolutely.
as I walked around it, I would bless it because it was used good in the beginning. The indigenous people used that in good ceremonies to honor Gaia and the Father Son, and this woman changed it.
I can't help but to wonder if the incoming of the non-indigenous people with their witchcraft and almost druid like, there is a story going around that the druids were here before Columbus and them.
They were.
It's interesting you come up with that Welsh name then, isn't it?
Right?
Well,
I just got chills on that one.
there you go. Another thing, you mentioned the pink house.
Yes.
Part of England, in East Anglia, in Suffolk in particular, where the houses were painted pink. Could it be that these settlers were from that part of the world? Because if they were, in Suffolk and Essex, there's very strong belief in witchcraft. It goes back centuries.
It's possible,
Yeah.
but it has always been pink.
Wow.
Pink was a common color for the houses.
Okay,
You
wow.
know,
Yeah. So
Um,
I was. Oh, go ahead, Ramon.
no, I was reading the comments and Karen brought an interesting point, and
Yeah,
she
I
was
was just
wondering
gonna show
if,
that up. We saw it.
yeah, but there was one that not that one, but there was one
Not
that she
that
was
one.
mentioning,
Sorry,
the
wrong
one
one.
about the child.
Yes.
What are you saying, Ramon?
Okay. Go ahead and read that, Ramon.
Yeah, so it says, was there problems with having a child? I got as a challenge world card from the Tarot Abyss. There is a woman side looking through a keyhole and a baby below. So I'm wondering if, that there was a situation in which they couldn't conceive a child, and, they were performing, different types of ceremonies there of magical nature trying to acquire this. Maybe not being successful of it, or misusing it and having a negative outcome. I mean, it didn't happen, and maybe that's how the house ended up being pink, related to that situation.
Ooh.
The mistress had the child, which drove her mad.
So,
Made it even worse. The mistress had the child.
well, interesting enough you said that, because here is our mistress. Here is an orb with a dragon inside. And I was going to ask if you felt that, was this orb possibly her trying to get in the house? But I thought it was interesting about an orb here, but when you're talking about the mistress having the child, so that was real fascinating.
It could be her trying to come in. When we moved in, we told them that they were welcome.
Mhm.
The one that was outside that we felt that was evil, or that was not nice, as we called it. And we told them that they were.
Okay. We're breaking up just a little bit, but yeah, I wanted to, this is why we're outside, is because there is at least two energies that you guys feel are outside, correct, Susanna?
At least, yeah, at least. Yeah.
There's 3 people buried on the property.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
But that doesn't mean the other 2 aren't natural.
Correct. From just natural death.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
from the village.
Okay, so we can go back in the house. I see that they've got jackets on, so it must be cold.
Yes.
So Susan had told me
Hands.
that she was going to have Ed and Lorraine Warren come out. So Susan, you contacted them. It wasn't you did contact them.
I was in contact with them, and then there was death, unfortunately. Ed passed, and then Lorraine passed. And I then was in contact with someone who was working with them before they passed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all fallen to the wayside. He has not followed through on keeping up with their museum and their work like he said he was going to.
No.
Zaphis.
Zephys.
Like Zaphis?
Yes.
I thought, yeah. Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah.
He's a character. All right. So now that we're back inside, so that's a shame that that Ed and Lorraine both had passed before they could help you out. But we are here and we are investigating, and I just real quick want to thank everybody for being here and joining in on this. This is already interesting, which would bring me to my first question, which would be, my first core question. We've answered a lot of questions, but this is the first core question. So we want to know the energies that are connected to the land. So Ramón, if you want to pull cards, Carolyn, Peter, if you want to use your mojo and connect with the energies.
Yep. The woman who couldn't have the baby, she's the one that tells her it's her house.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
She's very possessive of the house.
Okay.
What time frame?
I'm getting some funny cards.
1860.
Carolyn's picking up the date of 1860, but is this significant for anybody?
I don't know. There's very little history available on the house.
1860. Well, we were in the graveyard.
Well, my first card that I pulled was,
1860.
yeah, not good energy was happening on this land. A lot of, just by this card, we know it's all about thievery and stuff. But this is a lot of backstabbing, a lot of lying, a lot of just bad mojo. And for me, this card, I mean, if you look at it, it almost looks like a graveyard down here as well.
Mhm.
So I'm like, killing. And my contradictory card was this beautiful strength card. There was a lion on the land.
Okay.
No,
What was
I'm
the
the
first-
lion.
the five-
I'm a Leo.
Are you?
I'm on the land right now.
So, but contradicting. I'm going to make up my own words as we go. There was a lot of love and nobility, like when the land first started, when King's Ransom. Here we go. We have got the lion, the nobility, and his, so it's the king and his mistress in this card. But look at this. This is just a beautiful picture to me. This may be that woman. This is her home. She made it her home. She just made all the fabric that goes into the home, the draperies, the beddings, the clothing. So there was a lot of good initially in this land. Good, noble people have owned this home, I feel. And I don't feel that these other people owned the home. They were just the bad who traversed the homes here and there.
The lady with the wheel was a minister's wife.
Whose wife?
A minister's wife, the pastor's wife.
Okay.
Oh.
And she took care of the community, fed them, clothed them. She was a good woman.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. Ramón, what do you have there?
So I pulled 3 cards, and the first one that I pulled is the 3 of Blades, which is equivalent to the 3 of Swords. And this is a card, as we know, about unhappiness, heartache, sorrow, related to the energies connected to the land. Right now, it's very heavy in sadness, and it's more like melancholic, if that makes sense. Not necessarily negative, but there's a certain level of spiritual sadness. The second card I pulled was the Knight of Cups, and this is, again, it's a lot of movement of emotional energy there. related to sorrow, to sadness. The third card I pulled is the Death card. And the way I see this card is, with the exploration of, trying to inquire about the house, trying to find stability, there is an opportunity to change it for the good, but it's trying to transform this heavy negative, this heavy sad emotional energy into something positive, with the people who are currently there showing interest in trying to inquire about the house and try to bring some closure to it. There is definitely an opportunity to be able to transform it into something positive.
And this segues well into Shalaman's comment on mixed energy, and because I too feel mixed, because there was a mixture of very volatile energies, yet the noble homestead as well.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I feel that the good energy outweighs the negative one. There is both, but there's more goodness in it, which it kind of cancels it out in a way, and it brings that sense of it's more sorrow, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
She can be moved on.
She can be.
Yeah.
Okay, so one agreement we made was some are inside the house, they don't want to leave, this is their home, and they've made an agreement that they could stay, and we said we will not be trying to make them leave. So hopefully they will, love to tell us their story and
Yeah,
communicate.
we made an agreement with them.
Yes.
After we leave, she can be moved on.
On her own.
If she chooses.
So if you can get a shaman, that would be wonderful, because he's an indigenous to the first peoples there, and they can move her on.
We made a deal with her that if she wanted to leave, she could, but we would not do anything to her if she would just be open to this happening. And
I promised we weren't going to do anything to try and remove them.
Right. And we weren't.
But then the question becomes, one thing is, what they want, but what's the outcome? Is it convenient for the people who live in the house?
we're fine.
Or
Yeah.
you're going.
We're fine. We're safe. We're happy. We made a deal when we moved in that they have their space, we have ours. They do little things, we deal with it. It's nothing big. They're here. This is theirs, actually. We're just entities in there cohabitating. That's what it is.
And I think you're right, because I pulled 3 cards and I got beauty, stability, and ego. And the way I see ego is that, it's establishing your place, your identity in not only you, but them at the same time. That being able to do that agreement with them, it's going to bring a sense of stability of energies in the house. Yeah, so it's a positive outcome. Yeah, because I was concerned, because one thing is that what they want to be able to stay, but on the long run, is it going to be convenient to you? And that's what I was trying to inquire about, and I got this. So I think it is a positive agreement that it's definitely gonna bring a sense of stability.
Yeah. See,
good.
You were talking about money, and I don't know if you remember when I first did you tell her about the money?
No.
You never told her?
Mm-mm.
You were speaking about money. And every time we cleaned a room when we first moved in, my daughter would find money in the room after she went back into it.
Oh, wow.
And they gave us money. We would find just coins, but it was just a little bit here, a little bit there. But she wasn't in there when we clean the room.
And it wasn't in there when I emptied the house before they moved in.
So
Wow. Okay, so Susanna, if you can tell us
value, what is I?
What-
Then
To them.
those coins were a lot of money.
okay.
What are you saying, Carolyn?
The value of those coins to them was a lot of money.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. We have it put in a jar and put in the sunlight.
wow.
Yes.
And it's not just the monetary value, but it's also the symbolism of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Theirs, and we always say it's theirs. And whenever we find more in a place that we've known we've cleaned,
Uh-huh.
and we'll find like a penny or something else, we'll just take it, pick it up, and put it in the jar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And you've lived here how long now, Susanna?
About little over a year, almost a year and a half.
Almost 18 months.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
And did the activity start when?
With us.
with
yeah.
us, with them, or
With them.
anybody?
With
With
us.
Suzanne. Yeah.
First day.
First day. What happened first day?
Oh, the money.
Oh, for real?
The pictures, they always move our pictures. They put them at a tilt. If they don't like something, they knock it down.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we've learned to, not put things up where they don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Before they moved in, before Susanna moved in, we were doing renovations in the house, opening up walls, moving things. And during that time, there was a lot of activity, and it wasn't positive activity. And things were being destroyed and dismantled, and there were shadows in places where there's no light or reason for shadows. Temperature would suddenly drop and then go back to drop, so you could see your breath in the middle of the summer. And so I experienced some things. The person who was doing the work regularly experienced it and would sometimes refuse to come into the house alone and would bring other people with him, and they would experience it as well. So there were times when nobody wanted to be in here because it wasn't necessarily good energy.
Okay.
so
Well,
I
tell
wasn't.
them what I tell ghosts. If you can make that mess, you can clean it up.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if you saw Miss Tarot D's comment. Good thing about ghosts is they can clean up areas where you can't.
You get this problem.
He always has to make an entrance, right?
Right.
So do you have a sense of how many spirits are here?
Let's see.
Sue? Is that for Sue?
No, for anybody. I mean,
Oh,
she knows of
Carolyn,
multiple.
can you pick up how many spirits? I went by
There's
10.
5 in the house.
Sounds about right. And you're not one of them.
Oh, no.
Yes, you are. Oh, yes, I am. Yeah.
All right,
5
so
and about 20 outside.
20 outside.
20?
And I just pulled a card right now about that question, and I got the judgment card, which is card 20.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And look at the image. It's outside, and it's a spirit.
Oh,
Wow.
20.
Cards do not lie. Cards do not lie. Wow.
now I have
a question, and I don't know if this is the time to ask, but there is a spirit down in the basement.
Oh, we weren't there yet.
Okay, I'll wait.
No.
Okay, the spirit is, there's a crawl space, a dug, very narrow space under the original foundation of the house. And the energy that is there is evil.
Mhm.
And there have been crosses and statues of Jesus they put up regularly over the years. Before we even got here, they were already there, the entrance to this space, and they can get knocked down, and that's where most of the temperature changes are, and the shadows that pass that you can see. But it's not a good spirit, not a good energy, and that's very uniformly accepted by anybody who has experienced them.
Well, they will hide
Yeah.
in basements and attics.
We don't have an attic, so we don't have to worry about that.
But what I'm saying, those are places people don't go.
Right.
So that's why they like closets too. Places people don't normally go.
Right.
Well, we do know that because when they were doing the work, they were in that space, that there are lots of things in the dirt buried there. There are bones, there are pieces of china, there's pieces of silverware, coins, lots of things in that narrow space.
I got coins here.
I'm just wondering if it's something that it's trapped there, that's looking for release. You know, I pull these cards, and this is the Six of Swords, but I got it reversed. So this is the image that is reversed, and this is, unfinished business, resistance to move on. I got it with this one, the Eight of Swords as well. And as we know, this is a card associated with not being able to move on. And the Rider-Waite is this woman who's blindfolded, and she's surrounded by swords, air energy, and she's not able to move on. So I'm wondering if there's something trapping the spirit, not letting it to move on, and it creates this negative energy. I pulled also Justice reversed. So there is a unbalance in terms of the energy of the spirit. But then the question is there something not letting the spirit move on? Was it trapped on purpose? Because I got these cards. Yeah.
I don't know, but it is not a good energy.
It's not.
Yeah,
happy.
and it shows.
Well, when I was pulling cards about the house, the energy, this Emperor card came up, and I see this cross here. And then the Hierophant came up. And so makes me wonder if you said, and this was long before you talked about the crosses. So there's definitely something that they had to use religious relics to keep suppressed. And I feel that suppressed energy this isn't a good image to show about the suppressed energy, but he's very much an alchemist energy, just bad, what's the words I'm looking for? Just dark arts, dark magic, dark.
Some of the things they used in their black magic is buried there.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen any shadows? People? Shadow? Yep.
Yes, walking.
He's holding her there. You have to remove those articles and get rid of them.
We had an experience in the cellar today. I had an experience down there today.
What?
I had to, I went down to turn the light on so that we could go down, and it wouldn't come on. And so I had to ask, please, to let me turn the light to come on. And it came on after. I didn't touch it, nothing, I swear. After I'd already, did it a couple times to try to get it to come on. And just kind of came on its own. And got the real uneasy feeling from behind me, which was that crawl space area, and felt like I was being charged.
Oh my goodness. I want to
but I have nothing to fear, is what the way I feel down, no matter where I am here,
because it's being suppressed by these religious relics. I wanted to put up what
we're thinking that it might be something trapped, that this spirit is trapped and not being able to move forward.
Well, he's trapped there by his own
by the
negative.
Religious.
Yeah. Because of the icons and things, he is in fear of judgment. Probably doesn't want to move on anywhere unless he's forced to.
Okay, so even though he's trapped there, he doesn't want to leave.
No.
No.
Because I don't know what I'm going to get when I go.
Right.
Self-confined.
Ms. Tarot D put, whenever I hear of small spaces in homes with bones, it always reminds me of the families who would hid their disabled children hidden from the community, or sometimes use spaces to punish children.
Yeah.
Any thoughts there? Oh, mixing the cards.
I have no.
Yeah.
That's interesting that she mentioned that, because I just pulled a card, and it's the Six of Cups reversed, and then the Rider-Waite is this kid given to another one a flower, but it's in reverse, so this is a stolen innocence. It's totally the opposite of that love and peace and interaction and going back to childhood. It's totally a very opposite energy, a negative, bad one, something that instead of being giving, like how is the upright, it's taken, related to children. So.
Was this in the underground?
Was what?
Repressed.
I do not believe so. Yeah. The underground. He asked if this was part of the Underground Railroad, and not to my knowledge. The Underground Railroad didn't come through this area. It was Portsmouth and further west. Right, but it didn't come up through here.
Funny you say that. I did bring up a chariot card, but I just earlier, Carolyn, do you feel that there is a portal in this home as well as outside? Because that's the energy I'm picking up off this card I have pulled here.
There's one upstairs and one outside.
Wow. Okay. So, ladies, do you want to try to use your box?
I guess we could try it.
Okay, so
yeah, we have some questions about sort of the spirit that's outside.
Outside spirit. Okay.
He's not allowed inside, but he used to be inside.
It's almost as if as the door opened, he's like, oh, freedom. And then they shut it behind him like, what do you mean I can't come back in? I want to play. All right, so the outside energy that's been kicked out.
Oh,
He's at the window all the time trying to come back. He's at the window all the time trying to come back. And trying to get someone to let him in.
Interesting.
And I'm not sure
You
if
see,
or I do feel it's
Man.
male.
That was a man who lived in the neighborhood in the 1930s.
But that I can get some information about. Okay.
He was watching a lady that lived there.
And he
So
wasn't supposed to be.
I mean, no.
Okay.
So I pulled
Whether he
I
ever
pulled
got
four
caught.
cards related to. I pulled 4 cards related to the spirit that might be outside, and it's interesting what I got. The first card I got was the Chariot, which might represent that moment or that situation in which you had the spirit stay outside. Got the 8 of Cups, which is also in the Rider Waite. It's this person, this man, in fact, moving away, and from Cups itself, which represents emotions. So it was a very emotional situation. And I got the Ace of Wands reverse, which implies some type of lack of direction. And I inquired if it was a man, and I got the King of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So definitely, it's this situation, that the spirit not being able to be outside, it's lacking direction, and it's creating this weird energy, this weird vibe around the house, just because it can't find its place.
Right. And it used
It's
to be,
definitely a man.
and I experienced it when it was inside, and it was definitely a male energy.
Yeah, and that's what I got from the card, the
Do you
King of
hear that?
Pentacles. Definitely.
Ooh. No, it's something else. I don't know. Something in the house made a loud noise.
you hear a loud noise then, folks, a couple of, literally 30 seconds ago.
No. Quiet in here.
I had my head down, but I thought
I
it
heard
was
like
Ramon. I thought it was Ramon.
I heard like a static noise,
Yeah.
just about now.
Yeah, really loud,
Oh.
almost
Yeah.
piercing. Yeah.
When I pulled a card on him outside, look at this. He's like, there's definitely a barrier, and he's up here, and he's trying to break this barrier. But it's almost like, but this was my home once. Why am I being kicked out of my own home? But then I got this interesting card here. Would he perhaps be the one that was hung?
No.
Or someone who's being judged harshly, for sure.
Yeah. It's not that one.
Not the same.
It's the one whose the spells were cast against because of the ceremonies they did. He was she gave him a hard time about it. And the whole group gave him a hard time about it, but he wasn't going to give up.
It's funny you bring her up again, because I keep pulling this card. It's like, if that doesn't scream mistress again. So I want to laugh at Miss D once again, Miss D, who commented on, Susanna pays rent, make the ghost pay rent. Miss D, you must have missed it. When they first moved in, they would find money in the rooms. So in a sense, they are paying rent.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the jar of monies?
Yeah.
Oh, cute. Oh, wow.
And
Bless
collect.
it. Have it blessed. Put it in like the northeast corner and have some crystals with it, and maybe it'll grow for you.
It has grown. There's quarters in there now.
But remember, equal exchange of energy. So make an offering to them as well. Chocolate came to mind for some reason. I don't know what. I don't like it,
Find.
I make chocolate cake all the time.
What's that?
The chocolate, I make chocolate cake constantly, and that's what everybody wants from me is chocolate cake or chocolate chip cookies for me.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I'm not a chocolate fan, but that's the first that came to mind. Oh, Ramón, Miss D is commenting on how your ghosts don't pay rent.
I told her it's a good idea.
And that doesn't mean the rent's going up.
Right. All right. Do you have any other questions, ladies?
Yes. You have
Okay.
I was going to grab them when I was in the other room. I was running to grab them.
Should be right back with the list of questions.
Oh.
So, is there something that we can do to improve the energy or happiness of the house?
Well,
Besides the tree and the
besides clearing the basement, yeah, I would use Florida water in just little cups and
Place them around.
set them around in different rooms, and they'll take the energy. If there's a particular spot, you can put salt across the doorway.
I was saying of that basement. I was telling her salt that basement door.
Salt, yeah, salt. Well,
in the four corners, the spirit would be attracted to it. Periodically clean it up and take it off of the premises and off the land.
Oh.
Then dispose of it. Don't put it in water and don't burn it.
and don't put it on your land.
Don't put it on your
Can you say that again? Because you broke up in the beginning. What are we taking?
salt.
Is it? Oh, the salt. Okay. So take the salt.
Put it in four corners.
Energy, okay.
The energy will be drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
Clean it up. Take it off of the land, off your property completely.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's not near water. Do not burn it. Get rid of it. Put more salt out, and just continue that process.
Okay.
Wow. All right, you got your questions.
One of the questions that Susanna had was, why are they still here?
Okay. Okay. Why are these energies? Community. That one popped out. We almost need to. I get this feeling that they are there protecting you from that energy.
That's what Susanna feels.
Yeah. It's like they're all working together on this because it's a strong energy. Do you know any by name by chance?
Jack.
Beth?
Jack.
Jack? All right, let's ask about Jack. Why is Jack here? Why is Jack here? Jack. He's the one giving you the coins. I think he is one of the protectors for sure.
I think it, Jack, it's for protection as well. I pulled 3 cards, and the first one I got is love. The second one is improve, to help improve the energies that balance out the negative energies to positive ones. And the third card I got is embrace. So definitely what this spirit is trying to do is protect you, definitely, but add positive energy to balance out that negativity. They're embracing your family, the property, the land with positivity and protection as well.
I can't help but to wonder if he's searching for her, her. I don't know if she's in the house as well, but I feel like he is longing, therefore, that Hiraeth. He's lost someone, and I think he's also there searching for her. And I don't know if she's actually there as well. Carolyn, what do you have?
She moved to Oklahoma.
Huh.
Who did?
She married and moved to Oklahoma.
And he's waiting for her to come back?
Yeah, he came there looking for her, and he's waiting.
Interesting. Do you have perhaps any other names, Sue?
Do you have it?
I have no names.
Susanna?
Bluetooth mode. Line in mode.
I
SD
was
card
only
mode.
an A or a W or an M.
I'm sorry, say it again. Alexa was
A,
talking.
W, or an M. The W could be an M,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all we've ever.
M. Okay. Energy called M.
AF mode.
What does that do?
This is scanning the channel so voices can come through.
When you're trying to talk to him?
M seems to be a younger.
Maybe.
Downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to go to the basement?
Do you want me to?
Who we?
We could go together.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
What did it say?
She's a young woman by the name of Michelle.
Michelle.
Don't sing it.
My bell.
You sing.
Couldn't help yourself.
Tempting as it might be, we're not going to break out in song.
Oh.
Put the box on.
Uh-huh.
Should we go down the basement stairs and see if we get anything?
That is totally up to you if you want to go down there.
You don't have to. Do you want us to go down there?
We can go together. I won't.
I don't want to poke the bear. Carolyn, Peter, what do you, Ramón? We can go out throughout the house, or we can go in that basement with the spirit box. What would?
Oh, that's just he's
Right.
this is the connection issue.
Ramón, we've lost Ramón. Oh no.
Did we lose Ramón?
Ramón.
We did.
Yeah.
It's a he'll be back. Let's try upstairs first.
Yeah. I think poking the bear is not a good idea.
Yeah, I'm real nervous about that one.
Yeah. No.
As fascinating it would be if I was watching Zach Bagans do it. But
Well, I would believe it if Zach was doing it.
no, I mean watching him on TV go down. Let him poke the bear.
Not much. It's more down here.
Ramón, come join us.
Go do this.
We're investigating.
Oh,
I hope they,
I
I'll bring
disappeared
it
there
up.
for a second.
And as soon as we brought up going down in the basement, so we decided unanimously, well, between Carolyn and Peter and I, unanimously, we won't poke the bear. So, okay, so just for all intents, let's see. Let me, oh, hello.
Hello.
Poke.
Sorry.
No, my,
Yes.
I'm trying to get somewhere where I'm already at. It's kind of like, where's my glasses type of thing.
Oh,
They're
sorry.
on top of my head.
on your head. Yeah, usually.
Oh my. Thanks, Allie.
Okay, so this is for entertainment purposes only. Susan has recently acquired a spirit box, which she came to my house to figure it out, how to work it and stuff. And we happened to go into my boudoir because that is where I've had a male voice whisper, I'm on the other side of the door. And this was after I had asked for someone to watch over me because I was in the house alone one night. And before I went into my room, I asked, will you please stand guard and protect me tonight? And then that's what I woke up hearing. So we brought the box into my bedroom and asked if he was still there protecting me. And we got a profound yes out of this cute little box. So she's going to try tonight to see if we can pick anything up. So ready when you are.
This is where we have heaviness right here. This, you get.
Now, do we have to talk to them to get a response?
I would say not necessarily, but you could say, we would like to communicate with you, with someone. Please use this spirit box to communicate to us through.
Can you tell me your name?
Is there anybody here who wishes to communicate?
Is there anybody here that wishes to communicate with us tonight? Susan is here and is willing to hear what you want to tell her. Speak. Okay.
Heard something, but I wasn't sure what it is.
Is there anyone here that wants to speak to anyone here tonight?
You can use the box to tell us your name.
Who was that?
And you can walk around with it as well.
Be sure to tell them that you're only there in love and peace.
We're only here in love and peace. Would you like to communicate with us?
Okay, we're here tonight in love and peace. And we'd like to know if you'd like to communicate. Anything at all. Can you say anything? I know there's people here. You don't have to hide. They're not going to make you go away.
Music?
Yeah.
Don't have to hide. Promise. We made the deal. We made the deal. She's not going to make you go away. You don't want to be up here? You don't want us to talk up here? You want to talk downstairs? You want to talk in the cellar? Just let us know where you want us to talk.
Okay.
Is that a 3-bedroom house?
It is a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. 3rd bedroom.
Third bed. How do I know what the third bedroom is?
What's the
The
third?
3rd bedroom you come to.
Well, 2 are downstairs and 2 are upstairs. So
Okay.
Okay, try the.
Where's-
Are you upstairs?
what?
Are you upstairs?
We are upstairs.
Go the other room then, maybe.
Hello, is there anyone in here?
I think there's someone in your room.
My room. That's where you need to go? My room? That's right above. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to play music. Like. Hello? You want to talk from here? I don't know what they're supposed to be doing. Is it just do static or?
Until you hear an answer.
You hear an answer? Okay. I have no idea.
I don't. Okay, we're gonna go downstairs to one of the bedrooms downstairs. That is.
All right, let them know that they're always making noise for you guys to, make their presence known for us.
Make your presence known.
Yeah, it's not fair to be quiet when you have guests.
Right. Talk to us.
Play. Who's the one to know what's going
Well,
on?
the cat wants to talk.
The cat wants to talk.
You can have the cat.
We'll take the cat.
I wonder if they're doing it. Because that's what they kept me up all night last night.
They're
They kept sending the cat in and waking me up.
They're making her talk.
Oh,
I could have sworn I heard the cat say hello.
I know. I hear you.
I'm gonna go put the cat away.
Okay, we're gonna.
You want to go? You sure? I'll go first. I'll go first. Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know, but we're looking at going down to the basement.
All right. Here we
Okay,
go.
So you heard something, but you don't know. We're basementing.
Are you okay? You don't have to come.
No, I'll tell you later.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna show you the space. I think.
Okay. So, yeah, it's not that bad. Hello? Is there anybody there who would like to come out and talk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come over here.
You sure you want to go
Carolyn's
back there?
been affected in her back by something.
Yep.
What are you doing? Turning on that light.
What light?
There's a light bulb in here.
Yeah, it was on earlier. I left it on.
It's not on.
Okay, turn the light on, please, again. Please. Turn that light bulb on. No, turn it on.
This is, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the space. This is the hole.
Like a dragon's face in there.
There's a very small and very small space, but there's a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see anything because it's dark in there, but
Oh my gosh.
okay, I don't want to be here.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't. Okay, I'm going back upstairs.
You need to go if you feel. What is it?
The light was on. I had left it on.
It's not on anymore.
Yeah. It was on.
Okay.
I had it on, but I made sure the light was working.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like anybody wants to.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, they're
that was to be
listening.
expected.
Yeah, they're definitely listening. They're just it's an experience that they're not used to. I pulled 4 cards, and the first card I pull is listen. They're listening. Spirit. They're definitely, those spirits are listening, but there's an anxiety to manifest.
Okay.
Yeah, they're definitely listening, but they're not used to, this type of interaction. So it's something that with protection, you can keep practicing, but definitely with some type of protection.
Okay.
Connecting with your higher power. Florida water is fantastic. I use it all the time. Just get a bottle and consecrate it. Maybe you can use it with some atomizer to, spray it around. But it's something that you have to get them used to be able to open up. They're definitely listening, but again, it's something that it's going to be a process.
Okay. That makes
Florida
sense.
water, Florida water looks like this. And you can definitely get it in Amazon, and it smells really good.
What does it look like?
It's
okay.
used as a cologne, right?
Yeah, it's used as a cologne as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's not expensive, and it smells really good. But it's a water that that a lot of people use it for spiritual purposes. I use it all the time. When I'm doing my personal readings, I wash my hands in it. A consecrated one that I do just to help connect.
Okay.
But it's going to be a process.
Yeah. So on a normal basis, Susanna, you're hearing things all the time.
We get things. We get, like the lights, the little things. We see things. We get the creepy feelings. We get, the little. I don't know what you would.
Well, we had before Susanna moved in, we had a tenant who kept up. Well, you have your Christmas light story. Who put up Christmas lights, and they would turn them on in the evenings when they were home. They were draped around the living room, but the problem was that they would the spirits would turn the lights on when the switch was off, so there was no way to turn them off.
So they would stay on.
They would stay on, and you could.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Carolyn, if you feel a child's presence there as well.
Look. I just pulled this Lenormand card.
Child. Yeah.
I just pulled this card.
Wow.
Time. Yeah. I can see him standing behind Suzanne.
I just felt like he was playing hide and seek with them while they were.
I told Peter that he was behind Suzanne.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, when I come visit, Susanna tells me that there's someone who stands behind me in the corner behind the couch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's the first one we read about. I forgot his name already. Jack. All right. Can we read on the little boy? I'm assuming it's a boy. I got a boy in here. I don't know.
You want to tell them?
Yes, you want to tell him?
Do you think Jack is older? Yeah, you saying he's younger, right? A boy?
I'm seeing a boy there as well.
And is he attached to me, you saying?
Mm-hmm.
He is. Is he my son?
Yes.
Did you name him? Is your son's name Jack?
His name is John. And his nickname was Jack.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
What about Faith?
And you were saying something about Faith?
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter's name was Frances. And she passed too.
Oh, sorry to hear this, Susanna.
Oh, no.
Well, okay.
He's
Did she pass first and then him?
Yes.
Because I pulled these two together when I had asked about the energies while you were working around.
They were twins.
They were twins. Oh, goodness. Wow.
He's peeking around, Suzanne. He's playing hide and seek.
That's what I was saying earlier. He was playing hide and seek.
Yeah. He's behind her. He's kind of peeking out from behind her.
He is my protector, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh, look at this. Yes, I'm pulling more, little boy. So I'm thinking in a past life he was definitely very scholarly or loved to read, loved to hide in a little nook and read. He was always in his own little world.
In a past life?
Yeah. Is what I'm getting here. And he may have died young then as well.
He says, please don't cry unless they're happy tears, because I'm always with you and I always love you.
Aw. Sweet. So, Ramón, you want to pull for a message from little Jack? I'm going to pull some cards for a message.
What I'm getting is that there's the spirit of the child needs to, like, didn't have the opportunity to experience life, to go through the process of growth. I got this combination of cards: life, ending. So it could be that situation of his life being cut short, or at an early age, growth, and union. So the spirit of this child is trying to establish some type of relationship to be able to go through that process of growth. Since it was the other one that jumped was this one, knowledge. So it seemed that it was a child who was very intelligent, very knowledgeable, and didn't get that process of being able to develop as a full adult. So it's trying to seek that process of growth, of knowledge, to be able to move on. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I almost got confirmation that he is the one leaving coins for you. But I don't know. Also in this this image, there's an old shoe. So I don't know if this means anything to you, but maybe did you find an old shoe on the property? or he's trying to fix things for you. Maybe that's it. He's trying to fix. He's the soul of the shoe. He's trying to fix your soul. That's for entertainment purposes only. Definitely, he wants you so much to be happy. This is the star card. He's watching over you, and he look up into the skies at night and pick a star that resonates with you, and perhaps you can go out at night and speak to that star. You're speaking to him. You can speak to him anywhere, but something about being outside and looking up at the stars, and he really wants all your wishes to come true. And then I got this beautiful, this is the Seven of Cups. So definitely there's that strong connection there. Seven of Cups is also about wishes. What do you have?
Talking about connection.
Yeah.
I was inquiring about that. Connection, and definitely he wants to reward you.
Yeah.
You know.
Boy, all those coins. Coins are collectibles. Coins are things that you keep, I know I'm partly responsible for that coin shortage because I'm afraid to spend my coins. No, I'm not afraid of. But in both cards, there's a connection with water here. So I don't know if that means anything to you. There's definitely a water connection. I don't know if he was a water sign, but
November. I don't know which signs are water.
Scorpio is. No, that's too late. But I just had this saying in my head. Ocean. I don't remember the saying. Oceans wide cannot keep us apart. Something.
Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are water.
Yeah.
There were Scorpios.
Scorpio. Yeah.
Scorpio.
They were November.
There were Scorpios.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were Scorpios.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Wow.
And what was she saying about oceans couldn't keep us apart?
It's some kind of a saying.
Yeah, that's what's coming to my mind when I'm looking at this. What?
No. I can't remember.
Okay.
I know exactly what my husband used to say it
Not
to me
even oceans can keep us apart. Some sort of saying like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I just can't remember exactly what my husband said, but he said something like that to me. He used to say it to me.
Oh.
I used to say it to my son.
You used to say it to him? Oh.
Yeah, I only had him for a little while.
I hate to hear that from you.
Faith is with you. She's behind you trying to get Jack.
What?
Faith is behind you trying to make Jack behave himself.
Shall we do a message from Faith then? That's funny. So is he just a stronger presence, and that's why he's... Well, boys are more mischievous. No offense, gentlemen. They demand more attention.
It's true.
All right, little Miss Faith.
Is that you?
The message is coming in from.
I don't know how to do this thing.
Finger. Or.
Where are we? Oh, that's something else. There we go. Okay. That was me. They must have been just talking to each other.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Do you ever hear a loud instrument, trumpet sound, or this could be just Jack annoying his sister?
Okay.
Maybe a lot of the bumping around is them two fighting and playing around, and she's trying to keep the balance.
Let's know about that.
But I'm trying to figure out. I got this Ace of Swords. I'm trying to figure out. She's trying to communicate. So you might feel her communicating with you, but
She just came up and kissed you on the cheek.
aww. Mommy.
Do you see any manifestations in dreams?
I do.
And how are they?
I've only seen him. I've never seen her.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There's your twins. There's you.
Kiss lunch.
Okay.
And she's kissing you on the cheek. Look at that. Oh, how sweet.
You were saying that you see them. I got this card. That's why I was asking. Dreams, and I got vision.
Mm-hmm.
I got this one too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a positive connection.
Look at, and it's twin too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I can't seem to connect with her as much as I did with Jack.
Yeah, she didn't have much connection with people.
She's very shy.
My goodness. So, were they both, like, how old were they?
She was 45 days old, and he was 1 month later.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Well, they're definitely with you. They're definitely doing the sibling thing around you. He's leaving you coins. Let him know you're here. They just want the best for you. They're assisting you with your, trying to help you along with your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And that's interesting.
And my daughter wanted to know about the guy that was outside of her room that stares in her room.
Okay, so that's not the same person that's outside.
No.
It's another one.
It's a guy that stands outside her room that gives her the creeps and stares at her in her room.
This be the guy from the 1930s.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
she said no, it isn't the same one.
No, this is different. This is he stands at the top of the stairs where we went. And that's why I went there.
Oh, he's inside.
Yes.
And he stares at her.
He stared. Yeah.
Oh, he'd be going.
What's that, Carolyn?
He needs to go.
He needs to go.
He does?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a positive energy. I got that this manifestation is toxic.
Oh, look at that black lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, two cards, one next to the other.
Behind you.
No. I just keep getting why he's attracted to her. She's
Yes, I said that.
it's like I can't connect with his energy.
Okay, so we have some suggestions of things to do to change the energy in the house and on the land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we have. Okay, so we've touched upon a couple of your energies within the home. They didn't want to communicate with us. We have your children around you. We have, and Jack is. No, we had an. Well, that was Jack. The person there's another gentleman there, but I thought we were reading on a Jack. So there might be another Jack
Okay.
energy.
Yeah.
That's the one who was longing for the woman. So
That's why I'm getting confused there with that.
So the babies are here, but that's not the bigger.
Not the bigger.
That's not the bigger energies.
But they're helping.
Yeah.
I can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a lot of protective energy in your home. I'm not sure about the one Carolyn was talking about just now that needs to go. So you can literally say, you have to go. You're not welcome here. This is my home. You need to leave now. I command you to leave now.
Yeah, I do.
Something
power.
about her.
Sorry?
Yeah, something about her caught his attention. I think that it's this spirit, this energy is intrigued about her.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily that it's an evil spirit, but it's the dynamic. It's not going to be a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Did I freeze there?
Yeah, you're frozen here.
Oh, because I wanted to show you some cards that I pulled. Let me see if I can reconnect.
Okay. So, Carolyn, do you think the girl, her daughter, unknowingly brought him in with her? Did he attach himself while she was out of the home and he followed her?
Does she buy antiques or old things?
Your daughter.
We all do. We all do. We buy.
They want to know if he came in with her when she was somewhere.
We used to work at flea markets.
Yeah. So
we used to work at flea markets.
It's possible.
Yeah. She owns something that he's attached to, which has made him attached to her.
Okay.
She has a light within her, so she could be a light worker or healer herself. Intuitive, and he's drawn to her light, her innocence. Because every card I pulled wasn't about him; it was always about her. I probably shuffled them in already. But how old is she?
24.
24. Yeah, because they were all youthful cards. So definitely attracted to her light, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jack and Faith are saying to you, dance, Mama. They want to dance with you.
Dance like there's no one watching.
They want to bring you happiness and dance with them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what that little horn with the boy was playing, the little horn one.
Oh,
music. Lots of music in your house to bring that vibrational energy up. Play a lot of music. Yeah.
Oh, we do, believe me.
What cards did you have, Ramón?
Oh, I was talking earlier about that this spirit is aware of her, and it's something about her energy that attracts him. The first card I pulled is this one: awareness, vision, and the third one is lust. But of course, this is not physical. If you see
Right.
like this, there's a lot of positive energy. There's something about her energy that attracts him, that he's aware that caught his attention.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not necessarily that this energy is a negative one, but just that connection, that mix of energies is not a good one. It could end up being a toxic one.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not evil. It's just not a good relationship.
Exactly.
Yep.
He's just an attachment. She should be the one though to command that he goes.
Okay.
Because
You have no power here.
And it makes her it's making her uncomfortable. I pull anxiety.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
Definitely.
definitely.
All right. Do you have any other questions? We've been on almost 2 hours.
I don't think so.
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No, I think there's this balance of energies there. What you want to do is try to sync all of them in a positive level, you know, to be able to bring harmony in all different parts of the house.
yeah.
Florida water definitely it's great.
Yeah.
It's just get some consecrated. You can use salt, as Peter was suggesting,
Mhm,
but it's trying to manifest through acts, through little things. What is your intention, and try to clear it out, because you can definitely do it. I mean, at the end you're the current owner. You're the current person who's inhabiting it. So what you have to do is try to guide it in a way that is positive for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But do all that you can to keep that energy raised in your home, like the playing music, bringing things into the home, that flowers, plants.
Feed positivity into it.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that. I mean, she can do it. I don't live here.
And chocolate. Keep that chocolate going.
Yeah,
All right.
yes, definitely.
Thank you, everyone, so much.
Thank you very much. This
Well, I hope we brought some
fantastic.
answers or something of light to you.
Yes.
Too.
Definitely.
And, yeah. So.
And at the end, these are suggestions, but at the end you might find something that works better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Something that resonates with you.
Researching.
But at least this is a good start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
Right.
Thank you very,
Thank
very
you.
much. Good night,
I wish
everyone.
you the best.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk later, Susan, and I'll just close out the show here in a few minutes. So, Susan, we shall talk and have a wonderful visit there in New Hampshire, and hope it warms up tomorrow for you.
Thank you.
All right. So, thank you everyone for being here tonight. I put up our little banner of, if you've enjoyed it, if you want more, just leave some comments after the show in the comment section. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe. And so.
And I want to add, if you have a case or someone who has a paranormal case that would like to be investigated and look further into it, just let us know.
Let us know.
We'll happily look into it.
Yeah, so I do have I have my email address is in the description. So as Ramón is saying, even if it's it doesn't have to be your place. It can be anywhere. I've had guests on who we've investigated a castle in Italy, the Amityville house, anything with paranormal activity, of course.
Any area in maybe your neighborhood, someone that a place that you frequent that you know there is an energy or something that is out of normal, you know, that catches your attention, definitely it's worth looking into. Right?
Yeah, and I've investigated beautiful energies as well. So it doesn't always have to be malevolent.
Exactly.
I've had 2 wonderful investigations with beautiful souls. So Tarotnormal is not terror normal. So any kind of paranormal activity. So yeah, we have a lot of fun doing it. So thank you everyone for being here. Carolyn, Peter, I really appreciate your energy that you put into this.
Yes.
And just if you guys know of anything, we talked before a little bit about it. If you want to share some experiences from England, even that would be, you know, for entertainment purposes only, of course. And then, but thank you so much for coming on. And Ramón, as always, thank you. And I'm going to send off everybody with good night. Have a great rest of your weekend. And
blessings to all.
Blessings to all. We close this. And as always, I like to ask that Archangel Michael sever any energetic cords that do not belong to us. They're not allowed to attach themselves to us, but we do send them off with many blessings. So until next time, stay spooky.